Right, I've just taken receipt of this from Heine Hayes down in South Wales, and I fancied a new Falkniven knife, so I got in touch with them and bought this one, and this is an F1 Pro Elmax. Now it's got the new Elmax steel on it, which is a super steel, what they call a super steel. The steel's made in Sweden. And it is one of these new fangled high-tech powdered steels, if you like. Apparently one of the best you can get. Nothing but rave reviews about Elmax bladed knives, and this one's no exception. It's really, really good. It's got a great reputation for being not only incredibly sharp and holding a very, very good edge, it doesn't rust, and it isn't brittle. So pretty much the perfect sort of steel for a knife blade, really. So let's get it out and have a look at it. Right, so drop point blade, lovely grind on it, all marked up. F1 Pro, Falkniven, Elmax, and it's got the test series on it for some reason. I'm not sure whether these are going to be some sort of limited edition. They're only going to do these in the Elmax steel for a short time, but it has got the Elmax test series marked on it. Don't really know why. So lovely, lovely thing. Nice blade. The blade is 10 centimeters long. And it is 0.5 centimeter thick, full tang. The normal sort of Thermarun handle on it. Really nice grip. It's very, very tough, this stuff, and the grip is very solid. Nice stainless steel sort of handguard bolster there, if you like. Hole for a lanyard if that's what you're into, and the tang actually protrudes from the blade, from the handle, very slightly on the end. This particular knife weighs 176 grams, so it's not a particularly heavy blade, but it feels really good and solid in the hand. A really nice fit and a very, very nice handle. Balance is lovely on it, to be fair. Balance is really, really nice. So it's got a 10 centimeter blade, and overall length is 21.7 centimeters. Apparently the blade has a hardness, or sharpness rather, of 198 on the BESS scale. All as I would say is I have had and have got quite a lot of knives, and this is undoubtedly the sharpest that I have ever had straight out of the box. No stropping, no extra sharpening, straight out of the box. This is, I would say, easily the sharpest knife I have ever had straight out of the box. This thing is like a razor. It really is incredibly sharp. It's really good. The other thing you'll notice on this as well, if you look at if you look at the larger Falkniven knife I've got and the PXL, you'll see on those knives that there is a little bit that comes in a couple of millimeters of like a temper line on the blade. On the Elmax ones, they don't have that, because this is a powdered steel and not a laminated steel like those knives. The sheath, usual sort of what you'd expect from Falkniven. It's got a little retention clip. When you push the blade in, the little thing here clips into that, and then when you pull it out, it gives. little retention strap. And the advantage with these is they do rattle a little bit, it's got to be said, but the advantage of them is that if you're using this knife for anything that's particularly dirty, gutting or skinning or anything like that, then obviously hygiene is important. So not only can you completely sterilise the knife by putting it in boiling water or whatever and giving it a good clean, but you can do the same with the sheath as well, and you're not going to damage it. Unlike a leather sheath that picks up all sorts of bits of crud and crap on the inside, blood and guts and all sorts of things, and end up being really quite manky over time, and they're very difficult to clean out, a leather sheath. These are easy. Just pour a load of boiling water down there and some disinfectant, and it's done. So fantastic knife, and incredibly I can't stress how sharp this thing is. It's ridiculously sharp, and the balance and weight of it is really nice. I've got a much bigger, I think it's the is it the A1 Pro I've got, which is a much bigger knife, which is nice, but it is a bit bulky, that one, to be fair. This is much more of a handy sort of general purpose knife, size wise, and a really nice, beautiful thing. Fair dues to Falkniven, they do make some stunning knives, and this one is definitely one of them. This new Zymex steel is Elmax steel, pardon me. Really nice stuff. That blade is so sharp. It's crazy sharp. And apparently they keep a really good edge. I mean, I've only just had this, so I can't say for definite. But they do have a reputation of keeping an exceptionally good edge and being much less prone to being brittle. Some of these super steels are very sharp, very hard, but the trouble is they can be a little bit brittle. Whereas the Elmax has got an excellent reputation of being not only incredibly sharp, but also not brittle at all. So round about the perfect sort of knife steel, really, for a general purpose knife. And I really do like Falkniven knives. They're not cheap, they are expensive, but they're not ridiculously expensive for the knife that you get. You know, with a bit of sensible use, that will probably last you a lifetime. Fantastic thing. The balance is superb. Really nice. So can't wait to get out there, use it, and see how it holds up. But I have to say, initial impressions are that it is extremely nice and extraordinarily sharp, and the balance is lovely, and this handle is proper grippy. Really is. That checkering on it, that moulded in checkering on it, gives a very secure grip. That's a very nice knife.